Oh, look at that. It's 2017.
Sup?
Surprise.
This is my face.
You can see us. This is hard.
That's weird.
This is weird.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with it. So Happy New Year, motherfuckers.
Yes.
It's 2017.
Shameless Adventures.
This is Michelle. And that's Chris. In case you didn't notice and you never knew what we looked like.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I still don't look like this.
Yeah. You do not resemble yourself.
I don't. So we're sorry that we're kind of slack. Like a little slack, but not too sorry. And that's the last sorry that we'll ever say in 2017, because 2017 is about the whole no fucks given. I give no fucks.
Yeah.
So we're working on our podcast. We're, what's the word I'm looking for?
Evolving the podcast.
Yes, we're evolving.
Hence the pictures.
Yes. We're trying something different. So
yeah. We did a video or two. Really only one video that was worth a shit. At Hito, we recorded it, and it's on the YouTube channel.
And I still haven't watched it.
Yeah.
I recorded it. I was part of it.
If you were there, you don't need to watch it again. Oh, that's weird.
No, I'm an egomaniac.
I was going to say, it's weird for you not to watch yourself.
I feel like I might want to see it. Yeah. Anyway, so I would ask how your Christmas is, but it was so long ago, I'm pretty sure you guys don't remember, because we didn't remember. We don't remember ours either.
I can't hear you. I guess there are comments that can comment. You comment down below.
You can message us how your holiday is, but the truth of the matter is you're over it, and you're so ready for it to be done, and we could give two shits. So
let's move on.
Our holidays were fantastic because they're done.
Yeah.
So we spent time with our family, which where a lot of people are like, oh my God, I spent the holidays with my family, and they say it like they're excited. When we say it, it's like we just came out of the pen. Like,
actually, our families are cool, but yeah. Anyway. I'd rather be at home with no pants on.
I would rather be someplace, any place with no pants on than surrounded by my in-laws or family or whatever. They're wonderful people, but whatever. So
I'm gonna bash my own family on YouTube.
It's not like they're watching this video and they're like, "Hi, Mom." For those of you who know what I look like regularly,
the three of you
who know what I look like, this is I'm growing my hair out.
You can't even tell.
No, it looks just like the last time you guys saw me. Never. So I'm growing my hair out, and this is the new look until the actual hair underneath the hat matches this. So get used to this for the next 3 years.
It's the faux hair visage.
So I'm just trying something different. And plus, this is like my work hair. So I'm incorporating it into my second job, which is you, I guess. You're my second job.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So what else can we talk about? We did party in December before the clocks ticked over into 2017.
Yep.
We went to, like, I guess,
we probably only went to like 4 parties last year.
We're like the worst swingers ever.
No, that's not true, because you don't have to be out spending money and blowing people to be a swinger.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what, if you were to look at the definition of a swinger.
That's just what you have to do if you want to have fun.
I think that because
we don't have to turn in our card, do we?
We haven't played in so long that I don't think we have a fucking card anymore.
I'd be happy to get
a blowjob from me. Anyway, we did party in December, the last party of the year, and like it almost felt like the first party of the year
in our region. We stayed local.
Yes, and
which sometimes is pretty good.
It was like the last slutty elf party of 2016.
Yep.
It wasn't
bisexual Santa Claus.
No, I don't think that's the one we went to. This one was the one where no one came. Literally, like that should be the name of the party. The one where no one showed up. It was a very small. It was the smallest of the Christmas parties, and
it's the quietest Christmas party we've ever been to.
Right.
To our dismay.
I think holiday parties are a weird mix of people who really want to get the fuck out because they're so pent up.
People are hardcore.
And they're so sick and tired of their kids, their family, their job, and the winter. And then there are some people who don't even bother to go out at all because they're so wrapped up in their kids, their family, their jobs, and the winter. So they don't go out.
Right.
And so
we've been to plenty of holiday parties that had a good turnout. So I think it was also a factor of the local promoter.
Drop the ball.
Yeah.
You don't be scared. I thought 2017 was about no apologies. I don't harbor any animosity towards anybody.
It wasn't a good party.
It wasn't a good party.
If people don't show up, it makes it a little less fun. But I had a great time. I had one of the best times this year because I went into it forecasting that it was going to be a quiet turnout, if not for the fact that we were A, meeting our friends, and B, I just needed to let loose.
Did we do that though?
I did.
Well, that's like a half a bottle of Sky later.
What do you mean?
So you could do that here, and we could have saved.
I had a good time.
$140 for the room and $60 for the party.
I had a good attitude, and we hung out with our friends.
I know good. We did get to have Cracker Barrel with sweet tea and passenger seat, and in the end, that's all that really matters.
Oh, and then we went to the city the next day.
Yes, that was why the party was.
Yeah,
we didn't take them. They went, and then we
tagged along.
Yeah,
that was more accurate.
So, but that's what we did, and we'll talk about it in a second. As after we,
you guys should come see New York. It's beautiful.
Yes, I think that there would be plenty of fun shit for all of you motherfuckers to do in New York City.
Yeah.
We just have to find a really good time for all of you to sync your schedules up.
In this city. I don't know if you've ever heard.
Well, I'm here.
That tips the scale.
So.
That tips the scale.
But.
What else do you want to talk about? What's on the list? She's got like this.
I do have a list. So what kind of wanted to segue into, and then it's something that I kind of thought, hi, did you just meet me?
You're looking pretty good. I'm thrown off by your.
So what I kind of wanted to talk about, and it's something that as swingers and lifestylers, you really swallow it in my ears. So distracting.
They can't hear it.
They can, baby. I don't know what's going to happen when we're in our 60s, if we're still even going to be together, or he's going to be dead. But if he swallows like that.
Wait till I start clicking my dentures.
I can't promise anything. So what we're going to segue into when we were talking about how the last party of 2016 was the party that nobody came to. As swingers and as people in the lifestyle, it's really important to, here's the deal. You make plans to go to a party. You check SLS, you check Swingy, you check Cassidy, or you check AFF, or wherever it is that you're finding your parties at. I don't fucking know. So then you decide that you're going to a certain event. You get a sitter. You get your nails done. You get your hair done.
Unless you were smart enough not to have kids, then high five.
I know. And then you get all your shit together and organized, and you're stoked for all of the dick that's going to fall into your face.
Rock solid plans, right? And you're like, this.
Then you get to the party, and all of a sudden, it's 1,000 womp womps in your fucking ears. Womp womp. Then, so what do you do in that situation?
How do you recover?
Right. How do you recoup from the shit?
Yeah. I've heard lots of stories. Some people, and I've seen them when they get to the party, they walk through, they look around, they go, no. And they just bail.
I have seen people leave.
No, pay and just
bounce.
Be so disappointed and be like, I already lost $60. I'm not wasting any more of my time or money. I'm out. And I've seen people do that.
Well, it depends on especially in the area.
If you're local, maybe
this particular party was on the Jersey-Philadelphia border, and that night there was a party in another part of Jersey, and plus another part of Philly. So there was parties in different area codes.
Sometimes, or usually, if the party's planned well and things go well, you'll end up with all three areas converging on one party.
Right.
That makes it a big party. But if you, like you said, if there's competition and other things going on, and you've sort of fallen off in the third place, your party might not turn out that well.
Right.
Because usually area parties turn out pretty well.
Who am I to say if your party's going to be a success or not? All I'm saying is, if it's not a success, if you get there and the party doesn't meet the expectations you set in your head, what do you do? What are you supposed to do?
Complain, throw things. Oh,
I didn't mean you personally. I meant trying to rally.
Don't follow my example.
Like going into a party and trying to make the best of the situation.
Right, you find the positives. We knew going in our friends were going to be there, so done. Like if you have friends there, then you should be okay.
Or you can try to make
new friends.
The thing is, if you're the type of person where you're really uber social and you can make friends whilst you're smoking a cigarette outside, then congratulations, and then you should probably message us and tell us how the fuck you do that. Because for us,
I'm not even gonna drink.
If you had taken sweet tea and passenger seat out of the equation, we would have. It would have been such a weird situation for the both of us.
Well, a small party. Well, that's not true. We've done really well at small parties sometimes because we realize, okay, we might be the only people here that will talk to anyone, so we better make the best of it. So, but we don't always do well. If the crowd is bad, we don't always do well at breaking the ice.
Because we're our own worst enemies. Right. When we get there, the fucked up thing about our personalities is that we go in with that mindset, the mindset that we're trying to tell you not to really go in with. We go in with that mindset of that it's going to be awesome. And then when it doesn't happen, we have all of these expectations that are crushed in the wake that we then have to sweep up and look at and be reminded of and then be bitter about.
I don't go in with high expectations.
You're so full of shit.
If there's alcohol and boobs,
there has been here's where, as much as I love Christopher,
no, you don't.
Where I'm going to break it down a little, and I know the reason why I'm saying it, and it's not necessarily a huge dig on him, is that because I know there's other swinging dudes who say this in the fucking car on the way home from the event.
Sure. I've been sour before.
Is you look to blame your partner, or you look to...
That's fucked up.
You look to blame the person that you're with, or the person you were talking to, or the person who threw the party, or the DJ. You look to pass the fucking blame because it's somebody's fucking fault. When 2017 is all about no fucking excuses and no fucks given. If the party sucked, it's because you sucked. And meaning you.
It's probably my fault too.
Not me. You can't blame me because nobody sucked your dick. Nobody sucked your dick at the party because you didn't make your dick suckable. So how and now in 2017 are you going to make your dick more suckable so that when we go to these shitty parties, you still get your dick wet?
I am ready. I want to make my dick as suckable as possible.
So how do we do that?
Sometimes we have success with humor. Sometimes. And we just have to be more outgoing and more relaxed. Sometimes...
I can start smoking so that we could go outside and have cigarettes with people.
It's a decent icebreaker.
To be honest with you, the smoking crew sometimes is where the fucking party is at.
They stick together.
I don't know what it is about it. Possible emphysema and sore bronchial tubes that make you want to...
Well, it's all the nicotine. Team nicotine.
Team nicotine. I'm going to get that in a shirt.
Team nicotine.
But I'm really blotchy.
Yeah. The fuck is wrong with you?
It's the light. Yeah. It's you. It's
your
the
work
sweater.
Life. I wanted it to be cozy, like a post-holiday thing.
Sweater.
You hear the fire crackling.
I'm allergic to your bad attitude. No, but let's not try to blame each other for why sex doesn't happen.
Your point was make the best of it, because there's gonna be times you do everything right and you get there and it's just, as you put it, womp womp.
Ask me how many times. Go ahead, ask me. We've been driving home on the Garden State Parkway, and I've turned to Christopher and I've said, you know what would have made this party better? If I had gotten fucked. And you know what would have made it how I could have gotten fucked? If you just tried harder. I've never said that. It's a dude thing. Really. Probably. I almost feel like dudes go into it with expectations because they're like, well, fuck it, I paid for the room. And
I definitely don't have like expectations like that anymore. I always say, and for the longest time, have said, if I can get drunk and laugh and hang out with my friends and hopefully even dance sometimes and hang out with you, then I'm good for years. I used to have a lot more expectations. I used to think that just showing up meant something magical was going to happen.
It used to be.
But that's not realistic, and I'm not
And naive, a lot of the times we would go into a party and we wouldn't get laid. And we would still have
every party.
And we would still have a fantastic time because we were just so fucking happy to be out of the house.
I don't have to get laid to have a good time anymore. Because I never have a good time. No, but seriously, I don't. That's like swing 201, I think. We're like
201.
College course level.
You mean
like
101?
201. No, 201's like
201
intermediate.
Is like sophomore year.
We're like 320. AP English.
All I'm saying is that the way to make to make 2017 your year of not
don't blame your wife
fighting in the car on the way home.
You act like that happens all the time.
It happens every fucking party, and it's not fighting. We're not like punching each other in the face through the toll booths. It's just this sour.
You know what it must be? It must be the IHOP effect.
You cannot keep blaming carbs on your shitty attitude. That what it is that you have to lower your expectations. Don't go into the party expecting that the minute you get there, somebody is going to greet you on their knees. Because I don't think I've ever been to a party where that's happened.
That would be amazing. Maybe we need to change up the parties we're going to. Meet you on your knees.
I'm just saying. And
is that to like put on my like little wristband? While you're down there.
Right. What I'm saying is don't go into a party with any expectations. Right. Walk in as if The only thing that matters is that me and you are together and that there's no kids and there's no work.
These days it's so true because I am just desperate for time with you. So it used to be like we had a lot of time and I'd be like, I'm desperate for some other bitch's face. But now I'm like, this bitch's face is pretty nice.
You're welcome. All I'm saying is 2017 is the year of lowered expectations. And I
feel like
expectations.
The lifestyle. It's not just about parties. The lifestyle.
I find that when we go into a situation just happy to be out, is when we meet the newest people that we connect with and we click with. People
probably see it on our faces.
Right, because we're relaxed. You know? Like if you go in like...
Should I actually shoot that head?
People can sense your desperation, and your desperation does not... It's not sexy.
I've heard people say, I can tell you're desperate through your podcast.
We do feel a little desperate. I'm blotchy as fuck. If that's not proof positive how passionate I am about this.
Yeah, you're... Woo.
It's your sweater. I have very sensitive skin. I'd wanted to wear a hoodie, but he said tits would sell this video.
Yes,
so.
My God, we need something.
And now they get like measles tits.
Blitz.
Anyway, so like I said, 2017 is the year of lowered, more realistic expectations.
Yeah. Have a good fucking time, for Christ's sake. You could be dead next year.
Just enjoy your fucking wife first, because I can tell you from experience that I want to fuck the couples that look like they fucking like each other.
Yeah.
I don't want to fuck the dude that's trying to impress somebody in the hallway with his bad jokes.
How often do we go to like swing parties, and they're in the minority? The couples that still make out with each other like they mean it.
I spot those people right away,
right?
And then I get a little bit of a girl chub because I'm like, see, he likes his wife, he loves his wife, and then sometimes I almost feel like when they're being passionate in public, it's because he's pleased. She takes care of him. They don't want for anything. They're not needy or weird. They're just adventurous. Like sometimes when you go into a situation and the wife is off with somebody talking, like her girlfriend or whatever, and the husbands are off talking together, like two or three perverts in a group get a couple of ideas to go, and then they start acting out, acting inappropriate. Know where your husband is. Know where his head is.
Hopefully.
And know that
that's a good
just
team.
Stay connected. Like, yes, you can separate and hang out with your friends. We do it all the time. But when you're on the prowl, don't make it look like all that's missing is he has a bayonet over his shoulder, because it's just not hot. I don't like thirsty. I like when a dude has his hand on his wife's ass, because it means...
Well, we've said before, I don't know if we've said it on the podcast or whatever, but I don't want to hook up with, maybe on our profile it says it, we don't want to hook up with couples who don't still love and find each other attractive.
Yep, it is.
It's not like, okay, we've been together 40 years, let's fuck other people. That doesn't do anything for our energy.
I get the swingers that are into that. I understand it.
I don't have a problem with it.
You know, if I was,
I'm just talking about what we're gonna.
We've only been fucking for 12 years.
Hook up with.
So if suddenly in 20 years, I got sick of his dick.
I'll be done with you.
But I still like.
We'll probably still be at the same events together. Like we'll
separate entrances. As long as we live in the same area, I'll take my dates to the parties, and you take your dates to the parties, and we'll just buy.
I'll be there on the Friday nights where the single guy.
Oh, I don't party on Friday, so we would probably never see each other.
You'll see my hot dates on SLS, like creepy, like massage.
I keep trying to push you forward so that we're centered.
Yeah, well, the bed's a little soft and lumpy. Yeah.
We have a memory foam mattress. This is probably not the best place for us to do vlogs, but this is our baby. This is our like baby.
So pretty.
Baby vlog.
Yeah.
So,
this is your work room.
This is my work scenario.
Space.
Yeah.
Scenery.
So that's the first topic that we were going to talk about. And the second topic, since it's the new year.
You wanted to talk about, speaking of work, and don't you have something special going on tomorrow at work?
What are we talking about? I'm so confused.
Your Wet T-shirt Wednesday.
Oh, we'll talk about it at the end.
All right, I didn't want to forget. Stay tuned. Let's
focus on Shameless for 1 second, and then we can talk about my titties in a minute. Okay. So the second topic I wanted to talk about, which we always seem to talk about in some way, but now I'm kind of bringing it back because I'm about to do our revamp of our profile on SLS.
Nice.
In 2000, every year, actually, it's like when you turn your clocks back. Like when you jump ahead and when you fall behind, the fire department tells you that you're supposed to change the batteries. What the fuck are you doing? Like your mouth
I'm doing like narration. You keep going. This is good. It's good.
The fire department tells you to change the batteries in your smoke detectors so that you don't die.
Just a good time of the year cycle.
Should happen once a year, every year after New Year's, especially because during Christmas, you take a fuck ton of pictures. Even if they're just generic, regular pictures and you're all wearing ugly sweaters, there's still
pictures of you holding up the flannel shirt at Christmas.
Right.
Put that on your SLS
people
profile,
take a fuck ton of pictures during Christmas and Thanksgiving. Post those motherfuckers on your profile. Because more often than not, we've noticed, and it's happening a lot with younger people too, is that I go on SLS and I look at the bitch and her profile picture is her in a cute little corset and she looks adorable. And then when we see her, she doesn't look like that anymore. As a matter of fact, in some cases, it's not even the same girl. It's like a totally different picture.
Right. We know people who have changed wives,
and
not
never
updated
changed
their profile.
So every January 1st, go to your SLS or your whatever it is,
hopefully
your STC,
at least, like baseline.
And just take out the pictures from 2014 and put in new 2016-17 pictures. Please. It's important because if I look at a picture and the only picture the two of you have together was a picture that was taken when you got married in 2009, there's a problem. Because what it tells me is you're not connected, you don't like each other, and you never spend any time. You don't even really know each other. And I'm looking at you wives, take the initiative. Because you know what pictures look good. Husbands don't know. Some of the pictures that are posted on SLS, it's very obvious that the husband took it with his cell phone because he thought it looked sexy, and you have no idea
you're getting ready.
He's posting
your lumpy butt is in the mirror, and he's all like...
Take more fucking control of what your husband is doing. First of all, it's good.
She always makes me take down the lumpy butt pics.
Yes, to be connected and you're all on the same page. But the main reason is that if it looks like the husband is in control and the wife has no fucking idea, it doesn't bode well with me. I don't want to fuck a dude where the husband makes the decisions and the wife just
tell him, baby. Tell him.
I can't even tell you how many times we've gone to parties, received messages from people on SLS where the dude is like, can't wait to meet you. We can't wait to meet you. And then I go up to the wife in the hallway and I'm like, oh, your husband messaged me and told me you can't wait to meet us.
He handles all that.
Yeah, he handles it. And she has no fucking idea who I am. So if I ever throw shade at you in the hallway at a fucking party in New Jersey, it's because your husband won't stop messaging me and you have no idea he's doing it. Just be aware. 2017 is be aware what your fucking spouse is doing. Lowered expectations.
You got a whole list of shit we got to do.
Get your shit together.
At the end of this video, get your notebook and your pencil.
Whatever. Or your pen that's 5 Nights at Freddy's that your dog eats. Maybe he's supposed to look like that. I don't know.
Looks good.
It does. So, okay, that was me and my rant for 2017. It's all about release. What about you? What do you got to say? What do you got to bring to the table? What are you talking about? What are our plans for 2017 travel-wise?
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I was just going to say for 2017, I need to get out of the house more.
Yes.
I would like to travel a little bit. I would like to see some palm trees. But as much as I'd like to see palm trees, I would very much like to see some domestic sluts.
Well, you know what it is?
People local.
Can I throw in my 2 cents?
Like we talked about going to different places.
We talk about going to Hito all the time. We talk about going to Cancun. We talk about all these tropical places. Yeah. And some people who have been and go often can relate and they nod their heads and they're like, yes. And then there's more of you that don't have any idea what it's like to be in the tropics because of whatever reason. Finances, family, work, scheduling, your arrest record. Like whatever it is that's preventing you from getting on a plane and going to Jamaica or going to Cancun. So what we're trying to do in 2017 is bring all of the amazing elements of a tropical Caribbean vacation to an area near you. Yeah. And that is what our biggest plan is for 2017. I don't think you need a passport to have a good time.
You won't need a passport for some of our upcoming ideas.
As a matter of fact, you won't need anything other than your good attitude, your updated profile.
Because we'll be checking.
Yeah. And that dress you saw on Amazon. That's it.
Oh, snap, I saw it too.
That's it.
That looks good, girl.
So that's our immediate plans for 2017. Are to
as specific as that was
as to try to incorporate all the elements of outside country stuff, like what's the word I'm looking for, that when you go outside the country, this is
international,
and then what's it called when you
domestic?
Oh, there you go.
I got you, words all day.
So domestic, sometimes it's the head, it's hot.
Yeah, I can do words. I don't know what they mean.
We're trying to incorporate international aspects into domestic travel.
Yeah. All the fun of sexy, crazy adults-only vacations, but without the passport.
So speaking of which, do you think that there should be some sort of a page / unified group that all of these little awesome assholes can go to so that they can discuss all of the things and places they've been to and where they want to go to in the future?
We should probably work on that.
Okay, what is it?
Oh, we did. Well, that's only if you're on the Facebook.
You have to be on the Facebook. If my Nana is on the Facebook, you have to be on the Facebook.
Yeah, if you're on the Facebook, we do have a group.
We're not centered anymore.
We do have a...
It's like you're shrinking. I don't understand what's happening. I'm a big bitch, but you can't be that big.
We're talking about your favorite topic, the Facebook. So we started a closed... Is it closed?
It's public.
It's a public
but
Facebook
it's closed.
Yeah.
So anybody can find it. And it's Shameless Adventures, Lifestyle Liaisons. Yep. So all you have to do is kind of just Google it. Or if you know who I am and you can email us and then I will send the invite. Yep. And then you can be a part of the discussion.
What is this Facebook group all about?
Well, essentially what it's about is lifestyle travel and adults only travel. Yeah. And it doesn't always have to do with
not just
keto.
Hedonism, although it's a pretty good choice.
We're talking about cruises on there.
Yep.
We're talking about Naughty New Orleans. We're talking about conventions. We're talking about
clothing optional,
Fantasy Fest,
destinations.
Right. We're talking about Caliente in Tampa. Yeah. We're talking about all of those things so that you could get your information because even though there's an awesome site for hedonists, I feel like what was missing from the community was a diverse conversation where you don't just talk about hedo, you talk about everything. Yeah. Because the one thing is that I've noticed on the hedonism page is that some people want comparisons. Compare hedo to desire. Compare hedo to caliente. And while Joe tries to maintain, neutrality, it's really awesome that our group, you can talk about whatever the fuck you want.
Right. So we're putting together not experts, but people have traveled, and other people have questions. So if you have questions
everyday
or
experts.
Ideas, every day.
Anybody who's ever been to any of these places can give, even if it's something simple like Hulliver Beach. Right. Like we want to know what your opinions are.
Right. Just the other day, someone said, "Hey, when do the cruises leave from?" And I think it was
And then it started a really big conversation. And every day new conversations spring up, and so we're inviting you.
So bring your experience and questions.
Head over to shamelessadventures.com, message us, and we'll send you the invite.
Yeah.
And videos like this one are going to appear on
our YouTube channel. If you're watching this video, you're fucking here.
Yeah. So I think the best part about 2017 is change. It's not the same boring shit. There will be podcasts that you can listen to on the treadmill. We promise you, those are still going to happen. But these little videos where you can look at our fucking face and our blotches, those are going to happen as well. And sometimes they're going to happen from this room, and sometimes they're going to happen from fun, awesome places where Chris may or may not be getting his dick sucked at some point. And even if he doesn't, he's okay with it.
It's not going to happen. I'll just bring my favorite snack food. And we'll be okay.
Yeah. This was good.
Yeah.
I had fun. We're not done. No, we're not done. But I needed to get past that, all the info stuff, and now we can shit talk.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I got all of the basics out in the open so that, because I know more than half of you that are watching this video never going to make it to the end.
No, they're not going to make it.
So we try to have to get everything.
Let's stop and take a minute.
This is an intermission time.
Shamelessadventures.com. I wasn't giving you a high five.
No, I was doing this,
sweeping it away.
Sweeping it away. When have I ever wanted a high five?
No, I know. I thought that was weird. You know.
Okay.
Shamelessadventures.com.
Shamelessadventures.com, and we're on the Twitters too.
Yeah.
But shamelessadventures.com, and then you can find everything everywhere.
Yeah,
and that's going to be where the links are to the YouTube.
The YouTube video will be embedded on the page.
On shamelessadventures.com.
Yeah. Or you can just Google us. You'll find us on YouTube. Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah,
okay, now you. What do you got to talk about? I told you to write a list.
I didn't. I basically told you I was just interjecting on what you had. Let's see. I did make a list of things.
This is why you don't get your dick sucked by me all the time.
No, I make the list all the time. I'm sick of it. I'm freeballing it in 2017. I did make a note, but this is a a sticky note.
I like sticky notes.
Sticky note. Follow us on Instagram as well. Go Shameless.
You need to be a little bit better on your Instagram than you have been, but I'm very impressed with the fact that there's even more than 3 pictures on there. Because when it comes to slackering, if that's a word, we have far surpassed our expectations of how
but
deep
Instagram is definitely going to give you the very limited personal view we offer of into our world. So Instagram's got pictures.
Well, that's why I thought the videos would be really great, because then you could see that when we talk to each other,
that I'm wearing deodorant.
He really did do that
I put on deodorant for you
guys. You could see how uncomfortable we are around each other, and this is probably why nobody wants to fuck us. Anyway, another thing that I wanted to say, and then I'm not going to say anything anymore because
we're going to go to my topic.
Yeah, is part of the reason why we haven't really been as present as we have. We can't really just blame it on work stuff and scheduling. Sometimes it's okay to fall into a little bit of a fucking rut. Relationships fall into ruts all the time. I would be terribly bored and almost think that the couple that I was talking to was a big fat fucking liar if they told me that their marriage was perfect and their relationship was awesome and that they were each other's best friends and they never had issues and never butted heads. Sometimes the winter and the change of climate and whatever impacts our moods and our whatever. So what I'm trying to say is,
you're a total bitch and I forgive you.
What I'm trying to say is, not all relationships are perfect, and that where I can somehow blame the reason why we've taken this little bit of a pause on scheduling, sometimes it just has to come down to shitty and bad attitudes. And I think what's really important and what we're focused on now, and I wrote it down, is how to get my resting bitch face ready for spring.
Oh, your resting bitch face.
Right.
Okay.
So the winters bring out the winter and the cold, and like this patch of dry skin I have right here brings out the worst in my behavior. And sometimes it impacts our everyday relationship. I still love him. I just don't always like him. And
talk to him or touch him.
And those dry spells are normal. And when you're in the lifestyle, if you in what's the word I'm looking for? If you meet
your husband. Blow your husband.
What I was trying to say is that it's perfectly normal to show your true colors. Don't portray your relationship to be perfect if you have problems, because sometimes those problems other people can connect with, and you can find sexy and almost like a reprieve from your regular shitty behavior. Is it because you can, like, what's that word? Like, you can commiserate. So
you can fucking commiserate.
Yeah. Like,
am I allowed to say fuck
on YouTube?
Uh-oh.
I don't know. Am I allowed to show my blotchy half titties?
You might be in trouble
here. More trouble than the fact that I'm wearing a hat and your head is really shiny. It's super shiny.
It is right here. It's the light.
Yes.
You should put more foundation on.
So that was really the last topic I wanted to talk about, is because I'm so tired of, like, people pretending that everything is okay when it's not okay. I'm not going to lie and say that the reason why we have a podcast is because we've just been so busy.
Sometimes I don't even like you.
We just haven't been getting along, and it doesn't mean we hate each other. It just means that we haven't been able. If I can't find my sexy, because sometimes it does go away. I'm 42 years old, and my sexy is not always. It's not always in my purse. Like, sometimes I look through.
Some days it's in yoga pants.
Right. I can't always find my sexy, and in the lifestyle, that's completely okay. I almost get. I've listened to some podcasts lately. And while I respect their shtick, I don't buy when people constantly say that their partner's the sexiest person they've ever met and they love each other. And then there's, like, all this ass kissery. I kind of would like it more if there was a lot of animosity, because that's what, to me, is like marriage is all about, especially if you've been together a whole bunch of years. And the end, you work together. So you're like all up in each other's bits all day long. You can't get along.
Do we work together? I like the sound of that.
Well, your office is literally 6 feet away from my office.
Am I working when I'm in there?
I don't know what you're doing when you're in there. But I'm working and you're listening.
Yes.
So creepy motherfucker. So what I'm saying is, don't fake it. Ever.
Keep it real. People have problems. And you know what? That's when we have the best sex.
Oh my God.
So,
I think that
it's worth it.
I think that some of the best sex we've ever had in 2016 is when 12 hours before I told him to get the fuck out. It was so good. Get out! And then 12 hours later, we're just rolling around in the bed.
I sleep in my car, and then I come back in, and the sex is really good.
I would never make you sleep on the car in the winter time.
I would never sleep in the car because I'm so selfish.
Couch.
I don't even, half the time, I'll like, if we had some kind of fight, I'd sleep on the couch for like an hour, and then I'm coming to bed because fuck you, my bed is better.
I would never, in the years that we've been together, I've never asked you to sleep on the couch.
I don't think so.
Never. I would never do that, mostly because this is his bed.
If I do it, it's out of spite. Like, it's not because you want it, it's because I want it.
So essentially, now that we've aired out how much we hate each other
the
fall and into the winter of 2016.
And we're going to be good. This is going to be the year we get things together.
Relationship problems are normal. And I don't ever want anybody to be all judgy because couples fight. It happens, especially during the holidays. There's money and
passion.
And, PlayStations and Hatchimals don't just by themselves. There's a lot of stress and pressure. Exactly. And so you have to
It's a lot of fighting to get a PlayStation on the table.
You have to get through. And if at the end of the day, you're still sitting side by side, something must be going right somewhere.
I am excellent. I apologize.
Even though he's making me itchy, what I'm saying is that 2017 is the year of no more bullshit and no more excuses. And essentially, what I'm hinting to is that if you don't see us for a little while, it's because we're in therapy. Yeah. It's normal. So don't expect that once you get into the lifestyle, all your problems will be solved because guess what? Swingers still have issues. Swingers still got to pay mortgages.
I don't think the lifestyle has solved any problem for me.
No.
It's created a few more and made life amazing, but it hasn't solved problems.
No.
Anytime you're doing things or interacting with more people or having more broader relationships, it's going to come with drama, for lack of a better word.
But there's drama in every day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's drama in the IEP meetings you have to go to with your kids, and there's drama in your work meetings you have to go to with your boss, and all of those things impact your regular everyday relationship.
I love work meetings.
So what I'm trying to say is we have found a little bit of a balance where we now work through our problems and while...
Masturbate alone.
What I'm trying to say is that swinging is not going to be the Band-Aid that holds us together. It's going to be the cocktail we share after we get through all of our issues. And I think that that's how we kind of want everybody to look at the lifestyle kind of going into 2017 is not that it's going to be something that fixes you because there's no guarantee fix. Because if your relationship is shit when it's just the two of you fucking, it'll still be shit when you're fucking 4 other people. But the journey will be exciting. I don't know. In the end.
It's going to suck when you're fucking 4 other people. Afterwards in the car ride home on the Jersey Turnpike.
I can't even say that that's a valid point or not because, well, no, that's not true. We have had parties where we fucked other people and then we've still gone home and fought about it.
We're good. We're good. We're dedicated to the
But cause. I think that that's communication because it could be worse. We could be sitting in the car on the way fucking home on the Garden State Parkway, not talking to each other. Or I could have Ubered myself home.
Yeah.
That would be horrible. So anyway.
It happens. I fight.
Relationships.
Or you fight with me and I do.
Relationships
I fuck
are
up
normal.
And then I apologize.
Stress is normal.
My makeup game is strong.
Groveling.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but you're an excellent groveler.
One of the things I wanted to talk about, we don't necessarily have to talk about it now, but
we're in it. We're committed now. We told everybody that we haven't talked because we've been fighting for 3 months.
I did.
So now's a good time to put it out.
I had the Facebook travel group, which we talked about. Good job. Good job, right? See, when do I high five? She says. This one we had talked about before. It's hilarious. I don't know. A day in the life of a cam girl.
Oh, we're talking about me now.
Well, that's the one thing I thought. It cracks me up when we talk about the things people say, and I've seen some of it firsthand, and some of it you just share with me, and it's hilarious. Not to say
for those of you who don't know and haven't really been paying attention to our podcasts because you only get to minute 27 and then you stop listening because you have to get off the elliptical before you throw up.
And there's 3 months in between.
Last January I started camming, and if you don't know what camming is, you can message me and I'll talk you through it. Originally I started camming to pay for our little parties so that we could swing and so that we could go to Hito. And it became so awesome and so what's the words? Words are hard when you haven't had dinner. It's because it's become successful. Right. For you, so that now it's become my full-time job. Right. So now I'm not just doing it just for trips. I'm doing it because I'm absolutely completely hooked and addicted to it. Yeah. And so I actually have another blog and another site that we're working on. So should I just tell them about milfmoney.com and then that'll take them to the other place? Yeah. So essentially my blog is called Curvy as Fuck. But if you go to MILF Money with 2 E's, money with 2 E's. MILF Money. MILF Money is that? MILF Money is my screen name. Oh. And sorry. If you want to see me naked and doing things to my lower half when he's at work, then what you should do is you should head over to MILF Money. It'll all be in the links down below in the YouTube. You can find me at milfmoney.com, and it'll tell you how to find my videos. So, long story even longer. What I've discovered since doing it is that...
Well, when you work the webcam, you're in a room, the cam's on you, and people come in and interact with you and talk.
And then
thousands of people, so there's all kinds of interesting things they say and things
it's interactive porn.
Right? They're all like, hey... And they'll maybe ask for things or say things.
What I've discovered in the year that I've been camming is that a lot of guys have no idea how to talk to women. Right. Not even a little bit.
Well, it's the internet though, too, right? People are fucking stupid. As soon as you touch a keyboard, like half your brain falls out.
I believe that that's partly true, but I also believe that there's another girl on the other end, and half of her tits are falling out, and maybe even some of them are already out, and all logic goes out the window. Sure. And instead of them being like, oh my God, you're so pretty, I don't think I could be able to even talk to you without sounding silly.
A lot of people say
what they'll say instead is, how much would it cost for you to fart in a bag and mail it to me? So, yeah.
How much is that?
I have not quite understood.
And am I going to have to be the one to mail it?
That you do mail my panties, so I think you should. I think you should mail my ass air as well.
You are welcome. I don't smell them before I mail them, because.
So what I'm saying, what the part why we're talking about this is because it's part of 2017 as well as being more respectful, talking to people with intent and purpose, and not trying to gross anybody out.
And we're keeping it real about what we're up to.
Yeah. So
titties.
90% of the time, my job involves me naked, and you're welcome to come to my office anytime.
And send me a sweet fax.
Although a lot of you guys do come hang out with me, but then you don't.
But you're broke.
But then you don't bring any money. You guys are really making the swinging population look really shitty.
Hey, I'm a swinger. I've seen your podcast. I don't have any money.
I don't have any money. This is weird. I don't want to pay you to talk to you and look at your titties when we could just meet over at this part. Yeah. So
sometimes you get propositioned. They're like, "Hey, I'm a swinger. You want to hook up?" That's tempting, right?
Never. That's never tempting. That's like if I try to liken it like this. Like if I worked at the Dairy Queen, and I was in charge of making your flurries or whatever it is that Dairy Queen sells. I love flurries. The blizzards.
Blizzards.
So I'm making your blizzard at Dairy Queen, and then after I hand it to you, as I'm making change, you say to me, "So I got a van around the corner. You want to meet me?" It's the same thing. You don't want to say certain things to sex workers in any way, shape, or form just because her tits are out. That doesn't, or she lives in the same borough as you. It doesn't mean that's a guarantee you can get it in.
No, doesn't seem to be.
No, and I'm a swinger, and I tell people all the time, I'm swinging, and I'm kind of slutty, so there's a possibility. No one has brought their A game thus far.
So. What else? What other fun things? You got all the funny. You got all the funny things.
I think
we'll do one or two more, and then we can move on. I don't want to put you on the spot.
As he makes me all blotchy. I think that one of the reasons why I really wanted to talk about camming today is because I think that it is a huge industry to get into. If what you're looking for, here's the deal: if you're a swinger already, and you put other people's dicks in your mouth, then you're already, and you have pictures of yourself doing this.
You don't have to be a swinger, though.
No, but I'm just saying my swinger friends who are always complaining about how they can't get to Hedo, and they can't travel, and they can't come to parties because they can't afford it. I am giving you the keys to fix your situation.
Really?
All you have to do is have a webcam, a computer,
internet
access, and the will and the drive to conversate. Well, conversate's not a word, but entertain and be silly and seductive and whatever. And it's bank.
Or mean.
It's bank. Mean, right? If what your favorite thing to do is to be a cunt to people, there's a fucking niche for that. And you could just be cunty to people all day and never take your fucking clothes off. Because as a matter of fact, some of that shit doesn't require nudity at all.
Yeah, there's plenty of people that don't necessarily get
What you should do is you should message me at shamelessadventures.com.
Really?
Send me all of your inquiries about camming. You can block regions, countries, states, cities, however you need to do to protect yourself, and still and there's no set size for what you can be. You can be black, white, you can be Asian, you can be very overweight because there are super BBWs. Right? Nope, there are super BBWs, right. There are BBWs, there are petite young girls, there are transgender models, there are couples, so you can work with your husband if you don't feel comfortable flashing your bits by yourself. Yep. So message me at shamelessadventures.com and I will toss all the information your way.
This wasn't supposed to be like you plugging yourself.
I'm not trying to plug. I'm trying to help these bitches out. Here we are trying to organize parties and stuff, and none of these motherfuckers are going to be able to go because they're broke as fuck. So this way, if I...
We're the only one that's broke. What else is on your list?
That was really it. Essentially, what it says at the top is Michelle hates everything because she's growing her hair out.
I have to hear about it a lot. A lot.
My hair currently, if the last time you guys saw me, was short like a boy, and now it's about to here. And so it's not attractive. So this wig / baseball cap has become my everything. And now we're making plans to go to hedonism in April. Mm-hmm. And I'm excited because I can wear the baseball cap all day long and no one will see what my hair looks like. But then at nighttime when we want to party, I'm going through the changes where a lot of my themes, normally when we're getting ready to go to an event, my themes are costumes. And my Amazon cart is filled with costumes. This go around, my Amazon cart is filled with wigs. So.
Oh, that Caribbean wigs.
Well, I've only worn a wig in the Caribbean one time. Yeah. And that was for the party that we went to in October for when I was Goldilocks. And I sweat like a beast through the whole night, but I kept the fucker on. So
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Be prepared to see multiple wigs in April. When are we going in April?
I have no idea. When are we going? I leave all that up to you. There's one thing that I know she won't fuck up is planning a vacation.
Yeah, so we're going in April.
The one thing I can be like, all right, you take care of it, and I'm going to not be
It's not that we haven't committed to a group. We've pretty much committed to a group. Yes. What we're now focusing on is committing to the dates.
Yeah. Because we like to... we like to go with 2 groups at once, so we'll go in the middle of 2 groups.
What we're looking at currently is April 22nd through the 29th. That's when Passenger Seat and Sweet Tea are going, and all of our friends that we met 2 years ago are going.
A variety of years, actually. We'll see a lot of good people. Yeah.
But
spring is a good
what
time.
We're trying to figure out, because of 2 reasons. One, airfare cost, and the other is availability to meeting new people, because we want to try new things. What we're trying to do and what we're leaning on doing is piggybacking 2 weeks. So what it looks like we're going to do, although we haven't decided yet, is to go midweek on Playful Pussycats and then slide into the Zoo Crew.
Yeah, man.
So that's what it looks like we're gearing to do in April of 2017. So, but then again, you never know. We might switch things up. And we might just go and fucking make, because we have no idea. We won 3 nights. We have no idea how to act. We're just so excited. We're going.
If I buy a scratch off and I won $20, we'll be there in February.
I wanted to go in February, but he doesn't want to go.
I don't have any kind of obligations.
I know. That's what I'm trying to say. Why don't you tell everybody about your plans for 2017 as far as how we're switching professions?
I'd like to.
He's going to school and he's going to get his... He's not going to school. He's taking his test.
Oh,
and then he's going to try something brand fucking new at the park.
We'll see.
It's either going to be awesome or in the next 6 months, Shameless Adventures is just going to be me. Mm-hmm. So... that's what we've been up to. Yeah. That's where we've been. We hope that you enjoyed this video and looking at our faces. Yes. We're sorry that you can't take this necessarily on your treadmill. Although you can. You totally can. You can totally enjoy this. Yeah. And we're open to suggestions on what you...
that sports bra, girl.
Yeah, nice. My blotches are finally going away. Please message us your ideas for the next podcast that we're going to have.
Sure. Questions.
Right, because we like that shit. And a lot of the times we're dead up here. Like I can't think of recipes, Pinterest, work, trying to keep him from fucking.
I have no idea what anyone's interested in, but I can come up with topics all day long. So reach out.
I'm wearing a cow neck sweater, dude.
I know, it's a little warm. I'm ready to take a break. I need an icy cold drink. Okay.
So this has been another episode, yet the first episode of Shameless Adventures.vlog. And we hope that you enjoyed seeing our faces and my half a rack on the top of his forehead. And you'll message us and keep us up to date on what you guys have been up to, how you enjoyed your holidays. We like to hear all about what you've got planned for 2017. Head on over to the Facebook group.
And I was going to say, come to the Facebook group and tell us all about it.
And tell us all about it.
Yep.
That's it. That's all I've got.
I got nothing else.
I got nothing else either. I'm wearing a wig and I'm under a heat lamp. I'm surprised this even went as long as it did.
Yeah. We'll see you guys later. Peace.
Really? Worst
I can film a wink. I gave him a wink. That's like...
Do it again.
No.
Because you don't know how to wink. Anyway.
I pulled it off once.
Happy 2017, bitches. And get used to seeing our faces and hearing us more often because, well, never mind. We can't even promise that. We'll see you when we see you.
Later.
Bye.